Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. I just wanted to let you guys know that my script is right in front of me on screen, so I won't always directly be looking at you. Just a fair warning, if I look away, it's a script. I don't have it memorized. So also, before I start this list, I need to make a few things clear. This is my list of games I played. I did not play or beat every game in 2017. I'm pretty poor. What games are best is highly subjective as well. So with that being said, our opinions will most likely be different. I have different standards for what makes a good game. I know a lot of people like their games to be long and filled with unimportant activities for you to waste hours of your time on. For me, the time I put into a game does not equal its value. It's all about the enjoyment I get out of it. For example, most games nowadays I don't beat because they think they justify their price point by having endless pointless activities as filler and content. If I play a game that's only an hour long, but it's one of the best hours of my life, I am fine and satisfied with that. The first Portal game would be a good example of this. I don't need hours and hours of endless bullshit to justify the money I spent on a game. With all that being said, let's get started on my top 10 games. I'm giving number 10 to Little Nightmares. This game is filled with beautiful, dark atmosphere and design. I can't say that I found myself scared while playing this one, but I did feel tense in some parts and always interested in what was going to come up next. Also, the soundtrack is beautiful. The game is short but sweet, and I feel that its price is fair for how short it is. For 30 bucks, I was able to get the collector's edition. Whoa. There you go. I don't know if you can see it very well. Take that out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You know, or take it out, but I have it. If you haven't already played Little Nightmares, it has my seal of approval. And number 9,
large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
Goes to Resident Evil 7. I don't believe anyone was expecting a really good Resident Evil game. Not for a really long time anyway. I played this one on PC and I loved everything about it. The level design, the boss fights, the puzzles, and the story were all very well executed. The game was intense and scary and had really good game mechanics. It doesn't try and do that bullshit artificial horror by putting you at a disadvantage by making the controls garbage and making your character play like dog shit. Unlike some other horror games that came out this year. Everything also felt natural, specifically with the amount of resources you have and the progress of the game. Never once did I feel that the game slowed down to a crawl. If I had to mention one problem with the game, is that I think it borrows maybe just a bit too much from its inspiration to be just a homage. This is specifically in the I'm turning this off. This is specifically in the opening scene of the game. The opening of the game is basically the opening to an Evil Dead film. You have the yellow two-door car. The main girl's name is Mia.
Mia. Oh, thank God I found you. It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan? Ethan?
Are you alright?
You shouldn't be here.
Hey, Mia.
I'll be damned.
Mia acts like she's possessed, or Mia is possessed.
Mia?
Mia! Put the fucking gun down!
You get your hand cut off by the chainsaw.
Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Don't you little bitch! Don't cut it off! Don't cut it off! Fuck you!
is Evil Dead 101. It's so Evil Dead that it really felt more like a blatant ripoff. Luckily though, the rest of the game is all original. I never once felt that it ripped anything off anywhere else in the game. If you're not a pussy and you can handle the stress, give this one a go. It's worth your money. For Honor comes fighting its way in at number 8. I have to be honest, I'm very surprised this game is even on my list. When it first came out, if you would have came to me and said that this game is one of the best games in 2017, I probably would have suplexed you. However, things change and I can say that this game has grown on me quite a bit. Yes, every time someone throws me off a ledge, I want to throw myself through my monitor. Yes, there are a lot of balancing issues. Now I'm thinking about it, I kinda fucking hate this game. But I can't deny the fun and sense of achievement I have gotten while playing this game, and I probably will continue to play it. It's not for everyone, but it is a good fighting or dueling or whatever you want to call it kind of game. We have another fighting game with Injustice 2. I don't like this game as much as I like Mortal Kombat X. I'm also just a huge Mortal Kombat fan, which is why I have it tatted on my arm right there. Missing the background, but it'll be done soon enough. However, there is no denying the amount of quality that NetherRealm Studio puts into their games. Just like Mortal Kombat X, compared to most fighting games, Injustice 2 is probably the most content. It is not nearly as much content as the PS2 era of Mortal Kombat. I really miss combat racing and chess. They did, however, manage to make loot boxes semi-okay / cool. When they announced Injustice 2 was going to have cosmetic loot for the fighters that also changed stats, I got really worried, but personally I think they handled it well, and never once did I feel that I would have to dish out money to get anything awesome. Sorry, my dog. He's like right here bugging me. I just want to see him maybe. Hey Jax. Yeah, he's a good dog. He's always fucking with me though. This game has a fun story, awesome fighting mechanics, great customization, and is worth your hard-earned money. Number 6 is Uncharted Legacy. There really isn't much I can say about this game that hasn't already been said about every other goddamn Uncharted game. Great graphics, great gameplay, great writing, great set pieces. Now it's not as good as Uncharted 2 or probably anyone's after that, but it's better than 1, and it's cheap. The game is short and sweet, and I loved every moment of it. Number 5 is Mario Odyssey. Yes, I know only number 5. Most people are probably putting this at spot 1 or 2, and don't get me wrong, this game is phenomenal. I enjoyed every second of this game. I love the levels, the puzzles, the platforming, taking control of the enemies. All of it was A+ times 50 in quality, but honestly I'm not a Nintendo fanboy, and they make dope ass games, but I don't come every time I play a Nintendo title. This game is amazing at what it wanted to be, and that's a fun, relaxing collectathon. I just don't personally think there will ever be a collectathon. I cannot speak English. There will ever be a collectathon in the top 3 on one of my list. God, that was hard. Before talking about number 4, I really want to say that the top 4 are a lot more like top 3. With these ones, I had a really hard time shuffling them around. As I'm speaking, I still don't really feel like I made the right choices. All of these games could have easily taken the number 1 spot. So number 4 is Hellblade. It pains me that it is number 4 and not number 2, or even number 1. I put this one here because I know a lot of what I like about this game has to do with behind the scenes. The game achieved something amazing and going to pave a new road for indie developers. They made a AAA quality game on indie studio budget and team. That is phenomenal. But ignoring the amazing achievement about the game is beautiful, design, the graphics, the music, the story, and the puzzles are so fucking enjoyable and unique. The audio design is orgasmic. Playing this game with headphones is the only way to play this game. That being said though, I played through the game once and I feel that I don't really need to play through it again. There isn't a lot of replayability here. There is no chapter select, no arena mode for the amazing combat in the game, no reason for me to really start the game up again. With these next games, I could keep going back and playing them over and over. Number 3 is Assassin's Creed Origins. This game took me by surprise. Initially, I avoided this game like it was the Plutonic Page. With it shifting over to RPG, I was very skeptical. The fact that it was all level based scared me. I thought it would break my immersion from the game. Assassin's Creed has always been about being immersed in these beautifully crafted historical places. So the fact that numbers would be flying everywhere and I wouldn't be able to assassinate someone just because of their level made me feel like I was not going to enjoy this game. But surprise, surprise, this has one of the best Assassin's Creed stories, the side quests are high quality, the world is one of the best built worlds in the series. The combat is fast and entertaining. Even with the RPG elements, the combat still manages to be about skill and not just numbers, which again, was a nice surprise. I'm a huge fan of the series. Again, I have it tatted on my arm. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag. Don't know if you can can see it well, but you know, funny enough, Black Flag is actually like my least favorite of the series. The time they took off from the annual release really paid off, and I'm happy I gave this game a chance. So you should too, if you haven't already. Of course, this game had to be on the list. It's on basically everyone's list. Zelda Breath of the Wild. The way this game was built is awesome. This is the first open world game I've ever played where the open world lived up to what the developer said. If you can see it, you can go there, and you can do it creatively as well. This game has so many mechanics that work together that provide so many opportunities. Also, just like any Zelda game, the music is so damn good. Specifically, the Zora music. The Zora anything in this game is the best part of the game. I really think this game is best experienced knowing as little as possible going in, so if you have a Switch or a Wii U, this is a must buy. And of course, my #1 game of the year is Bubsy the Woolly Strikes Back. How could it not be this fucking masterpiece? Everything about this game is just fucking perfect. The graphics, the gameplay, the music, the immersion, the perfect tight controls, and platforming. Actually, it's Wolfenstein 2, which I did a review on, so if you want to know what I think of that, you should go watch that video. I love this game. It's my game of the year, kinda. It's like still between this or Breath of the Wild, you know, 1/2, but it's a great game and you should play it, especially if you love first-person shooters, especially if you love the first one. If you haven't played it yet and you like the first one, well, I don't know why you're waiting and why you haven't played it yet, because you really should, but that's all I really got to say about it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you got it to the end, congratulations, because even if I tried rewatching this, I probably wouldn't myself, but thank you for getting this far. I appreciate your view. If you're new or old, whoever you are, thank you. Every single view counts, probably get to like 10, but you know what, I'm thankful for those 10, thankful for 1 or 2 views, whatever it may be. Just thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.